My husband and I have walked the perimeter of the old Santa Fe station in Guthrie, Oklahoma, more times than I can count. We've watched trains thunder past, but we've never stepped inside when the doors were open. The building has changed hands, changed names, and even changed menus. But the atmosphere? That hasn't changed at all. There is something that lingers here, something that waits, something that walks along the tracks after the last train ever stopped here. People swear they've seen a woman pacing the tracks, but once they get close, she disappears. This is the ghost who never stopped waiting. The most well-known spirit here is a Harvey girl, one of the young women who worked the lunch counters and dining rooms along the Santa Fe line. They say her name was Evelyn, and she fell in love with a soldier passing through. Letters were exchanged, and then one day they stopped coming. She waited for them every time the mail train pulled in. Every single time. Heartbroken and exhausted, she wandered the tracks late one night and never came back. Whether it was grief, miscalculation, or something darker, she died instantly. But people still see her pacing, waiting, and vanishing the moment anyone approaches. And if a train passes, some say she flickers in the headlight beam. There 1 second, and gone the next. If you stand outside this old depot, you'll hear something strange. Footsteps keeping time with a train that hasn't stopped here in over a century. But Evelyn isn't alone. Visitors and staff talk about full-bodied shadows drifting through the dining room. A man in old railroad attire standing by the back doors. And the unmistakable sensation of being observed, especially near the tracks. And then there's the basement and the tunnels. Underneath the depot is a network of tunnels, cold, narrow, and older than most people realize. Over the years, different stories have surfaced. Chinese railroad workers living and dying down there. Hidden storage passages, prohibition activity, disappearances, bodies rumored to be buried in collapsed sections, and strange voices echoing long after the depot closed. Psychic sensitives, myself included, often report the same thing. You don't feel one ghost, you feel many. Busy, moving, restless, like workers who stayed on duty long after their shift ended and never clocked out. Walking around the train station was a bit unnerving at times. I noticed my reflection in the glass. I noticed my husband's reflection in the glass easily. But behind me, I could see movement I can't explain. There were no other people, no trains passing, just this strange movement, and only behind me. It was really odd. When I stood near the glass, when I walked the perimeter, there's a heaviness that presses inward, not outward. A watching energy, a waiting energy, like the depot is holding its breath, like something is remembering me. And always, always, the sense of someone just out of sight, walking the rails in silence. If you ever visit Guthrie, stand near the old depot at night. Listen carefully. You might hear footsteps on gravel. You might feel someone pass by. And if you see a woman walking the tracks, don't call out to her. Don't follow. Just let her fade into the darkness. She's been waiting long enough. Copyright 2025, Paranormal Tendency, a division of Haunted Soul Productions, all rights reserved. Thanks for watching.